привет! Вы на канале Тамарик. Проходим сюжетку Лауда 76 по Братства Стали. Привет, вы на канале Тамарик. Так, стрим пошел, отлично. Лауда 76 по Братства Стали. Вчера мы, в принципе, так и не приступили к Братству Стали, что-то искали какие-то здания, там памс нашли. Нам где делать? Такс. Чума. Не выздоровелась у нас чума. Ну и ладно. Там выздоровеет.
Don't worry about the bots. They're working. Hello, Russell Dorsey, Brotherhood Initiate. Welcome to Fort Atlas.
Хочу больше на это Братства Стали.
What you want to know?
Что можешь сам
The
рассказать?
Brotherhood of Steel is a, well, I guess you'd call it a military organization. Founded originally out in California around when the bombs fell. We're dedicated to rebuilding society and preserving old technology. Keeping the mistakes of the past from being repeated, you know? One of the members from California could tell you more, I'm sure.
Понял, ты ничего не знаешь. Чисто так.
Oh, it's an honor. I know that sounds like some recruiting poster nonsense, but really, it is. I finally feel like I'm part of something meaningful. Building a better world alongside other people who've committed their lives to that cause. Sure, sometimes it means doing guard shifts in the rain, but hey, small price to pay for real purpose, right?
А что за цель? Поучаствовать ради цели, какая цель?
Pretty sure that's strategic information I'm not supposed to just
Ну
give
ладно.
out to anybody that asks. What do you need? Looking to sign up? Or just curious? Well, either way, I guess it's not me you want to talk to. Most of the fort's off limits to civilians, but if you're interested, Knight Shin's in charge of the new recruits. He's very serious about protocol and security, so you'll have to speak to him first if you want to get in.
Ну давай. Надо же с новобранцев начинать.
Welcome to Fort Atlas.
А, точно, у нас еще есть. Ну, давайте возьмем карту сокровищ. Я, конечно, ни разу их еще не находил толком, хотя искал, пытался, но я как-то еще просто не сильно в местности шарю. Так, надо зайти на всякий случай в чатик, кто иногда все-таки пишет, а я не замечаю.
I have real duties to attend to. The outer perimeter is still unsecured, the provisions aren't properly stowed, and we're awash in hopefuls. I have no time to be babysitting civilians.
Your duties are what I say they are, Knight. Your objections are noted, but this is a direct order from your commanding officer. Help us put on a good face for the local people. We've just moved into their backyard. They're nervous. Show them we mean no harm.
If you insist, Paladin. If there's nothing further, I'll have the completed report on your desk shortly.
I expect nothing less from you. As you were, Shin.
Paladin.
All this concrete? Are you
Да,
If you're not
убегаешь.
here if you're here with a request for the Brotherhood, get in line. I don't have time for you right now.
Ну окей. Что такое Рассел Дорс? Дорси.
Diddy. Initiate Dorsey is supposed to be manning his post at the entrance, not acting as my secretary.
Прочти, какое у него лицо, блядь. Посмотрите, ну что за, блядь. Сразу. Недоверие, но не вызывает.
Initiate Dorsey is too trusting, but I can't fault his commitment. Perhaps he sees something in you worth our interest. Are you another aspirant to our order?
Возможно. Знаете, я так ради прикола бы...
Wanting isn't enough. And not everyone who shows up looking to join our order is worthy of becoming an initiate. Normally, I'd stick you with the other hopefuls until we decide whether you're worthy. But if you're serious about joining us, you've got good timing. There's something you could do for me that would help the order and demonstrate your qualities as a candidate.
Я
We've
бы...
had a number of civilians show up here at Fort Atlas, asking for one thing or another from the Brotherhood. People are afraid, or want something, or are looking to involve us in local squabbles. Civilian outreach is not my specialty. There's too much left to do to secure this facility. If you're really interested in helping, save my time. Interview the petitioners, find out what they want, and report back to me.
Окей.
No. The chain that binds dictates a strict hierarchy of command. And, as the only knight present, unless I say so, your contact with the Brotherhood stops here.
Видите, такое у него лицо, блядь, такое, знаете... Вот кому доверие вызывает это лицо?
Do this right. Don't make me regret giving you the opportunity. Conduct yourself properly, and we can consider
Yeah,
putting you
будильник.
forward as an initiate candidate.
We're building something big here. Don't get left behind.
Now the settlers want to rebuild.
Так, сейчас посмотрю, что у меня со
Only look to the
стримом.
future. We need to understand the past as well. We'll make the same mistakes going forward.
С стримом все вроде бы хорошо. Вроде бы. Чего слово. Так, куда нам идти надо?
Stiffs around here.
Сначала с тебя.
You better have something useful to say to me. Oh, can't even come to me himself? What, he needs to requisition some more armor polish? All right. Keep it cool, Sean. So, what's...
This place is kind of a dump.
Расскажи
I'm
о
a
себе.
scavenger mainly. Always been pretty good with a set of tools, so I do all right for myself, scrapping and fixing things. I trade what I find or fix with the folks at Foundation when I need something I can't get otherwise. Mostly,
Each day in service
I like to be left alone.
is a step
Хорошо, в чем дело?
The problem is that a couple of these Brotherhood clowns showed up and took a bunch of my stuff at gunpoint. Now I'm a peaceful man. I really am. I sure wasn't equipped to deal with armed thugs requisitioning the little I've managed to put together for myself. Never understood the Raiders. I like the quiet life. I don't need much, and I need trouble less. But after this, oh, I get it. I came here to give the Brotherhood a chance to make things right. Else maybe I go to Crater and start doing things their way. At least they don't pretend to be the good guys.
Raiders causing trouble again.
Так, понятно. Типа выводят, и он типа пришел все что-то изменить, либо он потом, я так понял, присоединится к рейдерам. Давай спросим вопросик.
All right. What else did you want?
А, да, все, блядь.
Another nuke.
Then tell them and get them to do something about it.
Работаем секретарем, короче, блядь.
Old world science solved a lot of problems back in the day.
Марик секретарша. О, ебать, виски.
This place goes sour and we're all in for it. Mark my words. Well, now look at you. You with these steel brother fellas? I've been
Давай.
waiting a good spell to talk to them.
Говори.
Farming such as it is. Got a patch ain't barely more than scald. But it's mine. And I manage.
Ага, и дальше шо?
Longer than I prefer. These steel types ain't half disorganized right now, it looks like. Heard the news about these fellas and reckon I'd better go see him. Ain't the only one neither, I see.
Пришел сюда чисто, чтобы посмотреть на людей
Well,
из
it's
Братства
about
Стали.
time. I'd like to die of old age waiting on him. Name's Artnap. So, what's this knight fella sent you for? A fair trade's what I want. I've heard stories about these steel types back in the day. They was going around taking things from folks. For the cause, they said. Yeah, like that don't make them raiders too. Well, I ain't got much, and I already got to worry about raiders. So, I reckon it's better to make a deal up front. My farm don't produce much, but I got some extra, and I expect they'll have a use for it. In return, I want these steel boys and girls to keep raiders away from my farm. Heard a lot of noise they was on our side. So, seems fair.
Короче, я так понял, вот эти вот братства Стали, по факту, типа, делают то же самое, что и рейдеры обычные. Они собирают дань, типа, на благое дело, в итоге ничего из этих, ничего, никакие услуги из себя не дают, короче. Теперь будем отгребать сюда заместо них.
Fair enough. Can't expect more than that. Thank you. You take care too.
Hey, hey, here comes trouble. I hope.
Эй, у меня есть проблемы, подойти сюда, да?
Hey, yeah, you. Who do I need to talk to around here? You know, about the guns? You don't look like one of these Brotherhood yahoos. Name's Tally Lang. What's your deal? I just told you, dummy. Tally Lang. Just another chick trying to make it in the
хорошо, а
wasteland.
здесь что делаешь?
You know?
You know?
Who, me? Nah. Nah. Cool as a cryo grenade, me. Definitely.
Did you wish to speak with me?
Shin? He the scary guy with the... Yeah, that's right. Big shiny guns.
А зачем
Now, all
тебе?
the talk in the area is about these Brotherhood folks with their high-tech toys, and I thought, Tally, you gotta
Did you
get
wish
some
to
of that.
speak with me?
For self-defense, of course. Just so me and some of my poor, innocent friends can protect ourselves
very
from
brave.
all the nasty folks out there. Hey, I get it. Promises backfire all the time. Well, go get him, Tiger.
Странно, блядь, если бы тебе нужно было оружие, то ты уже давно его достала бы, только не здесь. Валяется, блядь, везде, бери, сука, не хочу.
Yes. Something I can help you with?
Да это, наоборот, я как бы должен тебе
I am
чем-то
waiting to
помочь.
speak with a Brotherhood representative. I have no interest in small talk with strangers.
Незачем хамить.
Pardon my manners. I am out of practice. Too much time alone. Still, unless this is important, I would prefer to be left alone.
В их слонах была замолвленная словечко перед рыцарем Шоном. Но если ты так себя ведешь...
Perhaps I spoke too hastily. I can be rather unthinkingly brusque. Dr. Edgar Blackburn, at your service. Are you working with this Knight Shin? What has he said to you? I had heard that the Brotherhood possessed advanced technology. As a doctor and a scientist, this was of great interest. My research is always in need of equipment and materials rather difficult to obtain by scavenging and bartering. I came to see if an arrangement could be made, but from what I can see of their operations, they are as yet still in too much disarray. Given the state of my fellow supplicants, I would hypothesize that their needs likely outweigh my own. Thank you. Be well.
This place goes sour and we're all in for
Так,
it.
еще с кем-то парить
Mark
надо.
my words.
Lord.
С тобой?
Lord.
Ну, я б как бы сделал бы.
Something?
Степень важности. Скорее всего,
Something I can do for you.
вот этого типа с тем типом, что наверху, я в единичку бы закинул бы по степени важности. А
Someone returned their gun to the wrong place again. Do I need to call a seminar on this?
доктора на вторую
This
и
is
все
a security
остальное.
office, not a social club. If you're not finished, get back to work. Have you finished the task I gave you?
Доклад готов.
Good. Let's get this done. I have the list from their arrival. Give me the high-level overview.
Блять, а как там их зовут? Доктор, это понятно, есть на дело.
We are not mercenaries here to serve as guards for anyone with some goods to trade in payment.
Ну да, легче, блять, так забрать.
This is not a charity. As a civilian, you are free to play hero for everyone that comes to you with a sad tale. The Brotherhood, however, has a duty to its mission, and that does not include playing bodyguard. Enough.
Хорошо, дальше.
What's next? The Brotherhood is not a charity, and our mission does not cover providing civilians with equipment to pursue their personal interests, unless the doctor intends to provide that research to the Brotherhood exclusively, and under our supervision, he will get nothing. That shows commendable discipline. Scribe Valdez may have interest if he returns, but if so, he is her problem. That appears to resolve the matter on our end. Next report.
Короче, я понял, что ему нужно в уши заливать. Типа... сказать что-то, а потом еще в уши ему куйнуть, чтобы он хотя бы подумал.
Impossible. Whatever happened, it was not us. That sounds like something Paladin Romani would say. But what he believes is of no concern of ours. Our people did not rob this man. We are not involved, and it should remain that way. Give me your next report. No.
Да я
We're
знаю, что
not
нет.
arms dealers.
Never forget the heroes who fought Defiance.
Local recruits appear healthy, if underfed.
There was never any circumstance in which I would authorize weapons to that woman. But your vigilance is noted. That covers everyone. Against my initial judgment, you have shown that you can take orders and make yourself useful for the Brotherhood. You need to lose those soft civilian instincts, but I will make note of your assistance in my report to Paladin Romani. Should you wish to join our ranks, I will not oppose your enlistment. I grant you permission, provisionally, to enter the compound proper. Go to our scribe Valdez. You will need her support as well if you want Paladin Romani's attention.
New recruits, night shifts, training, weapons, and a base like this, we're gonna be invincible.
I imagine the Brotherhood would object to a collection of blood.
We're here to protect the people.
Be vigilant, outsider.
Аутсайдер, блядь.
This place is kind of a dump.
Мне кажется, что все-таки показалось, что он так сказал, потому что как бы ну, просто, наверное, такой типа language, все такое. Так, а что мне по качеству? А фиг его пойми, что по качеству. Че, обратно активировать сканер? Давайте активируем сканер. Как выйду? Я не помню, что какой-то нам сканер нам нужен был. А, ты про вот это вот, типа, нам дали, типа, вот эту вот личную херню.
This is a secure area. Treat it as such.
Find, protect,
All the way from California, and here I am fixing all the
Так, и что тут?
Bound in Brotherhood.
А это, блядь, что?
If you're gonna be walking around up here, at least grab a wrench and help me out.
И зачем оно вам нужно? Так, ладно.
Hello, civilian. I don't mean to be rude, but what exactly are you doing up here?
Fort Atlas is in good hands.
Oh, a prospective initiate. Night Shins?
Ну, вообще-то не послушники. Сразу в
I guess we're
паладины
both in
хочу.
luck. Paladin Romani makes the call on new recruits, but the Knight and I have some influence. It just so happens I'm in need of someone to help me out on a little mission. If you're interested, I can bring you along and put you to work. Do a good job, and I'll send a recommendation your way. How about it?
Find, protect, and preserve.
В чем суть этого здания?
Our new base is littered with old technology, but there's something in particular I want to investigate. It's down in the bowels of this place, a part of Atlas that we've cornered off. I'm not keen on going alone, so I'd like some backup.
If anything tries to attack,
Ну, понятно, короче.
Glad we can come to an agreement. Any questions before we start?
glad we guard our tech closely.
Давай приступим,
Great.
что там?
Unfortunately, I need to finish up a few things here. Head downstairs and I'll meet you later.
Слышишь? Подстава какая-то.
Names again? It started with an M.
I don't suppose you know how to spot weld.
Со мной шутишь, что ли? Так, посмотрим, что тут еще есть. Может быть, что-то может...
Make the same mistakes, go.
А чё ты так дергаешься? А нахуй мне и так долго ждать? Лучше сам что поищу. А вот, бля, и... Бля. Обманула меня, зараза. В принципе, мне что было задание? Просто подождать его, по идее, они... Хотя подождать, в принципе, где? Здесь, наверное, ждать. То чинить то надо будет. Хлама тут столько много. Ау, привет.
Good, you're here. So, how do you feel about reading comprehension? I was hoping to start out by sweeping the area for documentation left behind from before the war. Are you trying to get on my good side?
Не, просто я
Because that's how
умный.
you get on my good side. But enough about that. I'd like to get started. Let's head downstairs and see what we can turn up.
Ну, а ты что, здесь будешь, что ли, стоять? Блять, отличная охуработка. Прораб. Туда, блять, пальчиком показал, сюда. Топ-секрет. Проект Атлас. Что-то списание. Любое использование устройства Атлас требует значительного количества атогена, чтобы механизм оставался в рабочем состоянии. Перекачивание хладогена во время работы. И мышки нет, так не можно, я так теряюсь. Во время работы устройство создает нагрузку на трубы, насосы и клапаны. И это вызывает беспокойство. Ладно, короче, взять. Вы поняли, в чем прикол. Так, а здесь шо? После увольнения доктора Айзека Хаммонда получил мне, несмотря на многообещанные результаты, финального испытания у проекта все еще. Короче, неинтересная тут тема. Я думал, может, интересно рассказать, типа, что там за устройство, что оно там делает, это такая какая-то хуйня. Инъекционная катушка. Катушка также плохо выдерживает резонанс.
I think this is good. Let's talk for a sec.
Давай
That should be
поговорим.
enough to start. Let me take a look. Atlas decommission report. So the project was in bad shape after all? I knew it sounded too good to be true. Fascinating. Wow. This is some seriously classified stuff that I just let you read, isn't it? I wasn't supposed to show you any of this.
Я их сам взял. Харизмы у меня нету.
Well, Night Shin did send you, so I guess I can trust you with a little information. There's only so much I can tell you, but I'll share what I feel is relevant. Atlas wasn't exactly an observatory before the war. That was just a front. The military conducted research here. Pretty advanced research. We're down here to investigate and see what's worth salvaging for the Brotherhood. I did ask you to help, after all. It's only fair you're prepared for what you might find. Now, let's follow up on some leads from this report. I'd like to do a quick inspection of some key components that should be nearby. There's probably a terminal around here. If it's still running, we can do a diagnostics test. That will tell us about some of the less accessible hardware. The report mentioned that the machine's intake pump was under a lot of pressure. Let's find the release valve for that and give it a spin, see what happens. Finally, the lower core of this level should have a wiring box. Why don't we take a glance at that to get an idea of the electrical hookups?
Хочет открыть там какие-то клапаны, оно сделало, что сломаются трубы. Потому что ну, специально такие типа штучки сделаны. И нам придется чинить их.
The release valve is an emergency mechanism that can relieve pressure on the intake pipes if they come under stress. If all is well, we'll just be able to turn it and nothing out of the ordinary will happen.
Понятно, идем.
Should be a simple inspection. You can have point, but I'll be looking over your shoulder.
Почему не нажимала
Take note of the
диагностику?
details and we'll discuss how it goes after.
Типа, потому что диагностика нам и покажет, что мы хотим. Мы потом сами увидим, что там есть.
Looks like we've got company.
Легендарный кротокрыс.
Glad that's over with.
Так, запустить диагностику. А вот и. Состояние ключевых компонентов, основной процессор неисправность, выпускные трубы утверждены повреждения, фокусировщик ионов на неверной синхронизации, петля индукционный разрыв потока. Да, блядь, все рабочее, чем можно запускать. Можно, блядь, сразу. Какие там клапаны, блядь, все нахуй, давай. Блять. Хуйня. Давай, может, ты этот крутанешь.
All right, let's go over the inspection results. The diagnostics check revealed some issues. Flux disruption in the induction loop, intake valves ruptured, and the ion focus? Oh, misaligned. Next, we have the release valve. That went... Well, what was your assessment?
Шо, блять, он взорвался.
It certainly did. I'm going to mark that down as bad. Last but not least, the wiring. The wires were...
Проводка повреждена.
Yep. I think the warm reception they gave us also...
Блять, сколько убили, можно посчитать.
Okay, well, sorry about the pop quiz. But in general, you're handling yourself well so far. A fair point. We have a saying among the scribes. Through discourse, we gain strength. This wasn't discourse. It was a test. I can't blame you for being upset. I wanted to see if you would pay attention. And I have my answer now. Sorry if I angered you. I'm worried about what our inspection turned up. There are a few parts I'd like to extract and examine in my lab. There's the pressure gauge, the core processor, and the ion focus. They should be upstairs. There's a lot I can learn from examining them if we can pull them out and get them back to my lab in decent condition. I want to take some notes on the core up there, so I'm going to leave the parts removal to you. Each extraction will be a little different, but in general, you'll want to use a light touch. I want the components in good condition, so please be careful. Any questions, or are you ready to get started?
Вопрос есть, как все давно заселились? Мне, по-моему, вот.
You saw what happened when we tested the release valve. I want to examine the stress on the gauge. That could tell us if all that built-up pressure was normal or... Oh, and you may have to pry it off, but be careful about it when the time comes.
Хорошо, это...
The brain of the machine. It's the component that coordinates all of the others. It should be slotted into a terminal somewhere. May take a little technical know-how to extract, but nothing. A very important and technical component. It helps force particles into a beam that the machine could fire to affect the weather. Somehow. Could take a bit of manual dexterity to pry loose without any damage.
Понятно, все, короче.
I'm counting on you. Let's see what you can do.
Мне кажется, то, что, в принципе, уже тогда уже понятно, зачем им это все устройство. И лазерный, блядь, луч какой-то, и погоду там, и все остальное. Так, нам надо наверх, так понял. Что за точка невозврата? А, опять так эта херня, братством стали. Там только если деньги получить захочется, может туда пойти, а так смысла нету дойти. А зачем нужно было резать бы, к примеру, их? Я думаю, что так было правильно, например, силой. Если там ржавые, блядь, болты были. Это еще есть. Грязная вода мне не нужна. Я даже кипяченую не беру с собой. Тут еще и грязную, блядь, брать.
Oh, I thought of one more thing. Can you pick up the induction coil up there on the machine core?
А тут что еще есть? Удачи 12. Стоп, а сколько у меня удачи? О, мне нормально удачи. Хватает. Только знаменитый тяжелый мешок земли. И, блядь, ты должна была сама это все было делать. Блядь, еще где-то. Откуда они повылазили? Да хоть эти коварная, деловая, такова. Мне еще и оружие в руки брать? Да нет. Тебе чисто интересно, а вот они тут живут? Вот почему мне интересно было, когда они сюда заселились. Они здесь побыли и ни разу не спускались вниз. Типа у них как бы какое-то оружие типа под нами лежит. Они даже, ну похуй, блядь, лежит и лежит. Это отсюда они повыскакивали эти роботы, да? Ой, дай пока пособираю, потом к тебе этот. Вакуумная лампа. Патрон дробовика. И все.
Whatever you did up there, the security system sure didn't like it. Thanks for the backup. I doubt I could have handled that on my own. Now that that's over with, let me take a look at what you've collected. The pressure gauge looks like it's in good condition. The core processor is pristine. Good work on that. The ion focus looks usable. Impressive. The induction coil seems fine. That's a relief. And what is this? This is... Is this ultrasight? Fascinating. This looks like some kind of compact power source. None of the documents, none of the terminals said anything about this. Did this power the whole machine? The fuel of the future. I'd heard the stories, but to think I could hold so much energy in my hands like this?
Надо было заменить было на грязь.
Project Atlas may be beyond our power to repair, but we might have something here. I expected the machine to use a small reactor's worth of energy, but they condensed that into a container I can hold in my hands. Oh, I could do a lot with this. You were a big help. I'm sure you have what it takes to be an initiate, and soon. Here, take this letter to Paladin Romani. She'll make the final call on letting you into the Brotherhood, but my wreck may tip the scales. I'm going back upstairs to take a look at these components. I need to catalog our findings. If nothing else, this ultrasight battery has piqued my interest. There's a lot I could learn from reverse engineering it. Oh, I'm giving you access to my private terminal, too. It has all the logs we recovered from when we moved in. After what we just went through, I think you deserve to know more about Project Atlas. Take a look if you get some free time. Thanks again for your help. And good luck with the Paladin.
Что теперь? На выход. О, дали какую-то мне пушку какую-то. Только здесь много укромных местечек, конечно. Класс. Так, а мы, по-моему, не туда вышли. А, не туда.
Ad Victorium.
The elders have so much to teach us.
We have to cut ourselves free from America to rebuild it.
Ой.
Ah, you must be the one I've been hearing about. Paladin Layla Romani. What do you need?
Disorder is to be expected in a place that lacked Brotherhood oversight for so long. Still, this...
Between this and the report I have from Knight Shin, we can discuss you becoming a member of our order. Consider it carefully. Do you wish to join our
Да не
ranks?
сильно, блядь, мне какие-то связи там нужны.
Membership in the Brotherhood is a commitment to honor, duty, and service. You would begin as an initiate in our ranks. With time and training, you may one day join the scrolls as a knight or scribe, depending on your aptitudes and choices. On a day-to-day basis, Knight Shin would be your direct superior here, though any of the officers may requisition you for missions if needed.
Ой, блядь, ладно, давайте по... Даже не знаю, похоже на придурков. Некоторые реально похожи. Давай
With the
посмотрим, что.
recommendations of Knight Shin and Scribe Valdez, I'm willing to consider you for membership. But first, I need to see how you handle yourself without direct supervision. In order to be effective in our operations here, we need to establish positive relations with the people of Appalachia. If we make them see us as a beneficial presence in the area, it will be much easier to secure cooperation in the future. We have reports of feral ghoul attacks on traders and travelers in the southwest forest region, indicative of a nest of some kind. I want you to clear it out.
Это, конечно, хорошо дружеские отношения, типа, налаживать. Ну, что нихуя не хотите делать, то он, блядь, это... Шон, или как он там, короче, типа, блядь. Только ему дали списков, типа, помоги там тем. А, нахуй надо, блядь, не наше это дело.
Your reward is that I consider you worthy to join our ranks. Limited intel suggests this is a milk run, perfect for a new recruit. But you're not wrong. We don't know the level of threat. Take this as an additional precaution.
На, держи, ничего, да? А, блядь, симулятор, нихуя себе, блядь.
We don't know. Our initial reports on the attacks came from a family of farmers, the Putnams, that we passed on the way into the region. I think their sons were rather starstruck when we showed up. I almost expected the older boy to follow us when we left. You should start your search there. They may know more. You can find them at the old Lewis and Sons farming supply.
Perfectly preserved pie with every dinner declined. And this ration request doesn't even have a name on it.
While I'm not in the habit of explaining my priorities to would-be recruits, you may have noticed there's a lot of work to be done here. You doing it accomplishes the mission and adds another member to our ranks. 2 birds, 1 stone.
We should spend less time mourning for Defiance and more time here, where Appalachia's future will be decided.
Very well. Do this, and you will be one of us, with all the rights and responsibilities of a full member of the Brotherhood of Steel. Ad Victoriam.
Ладно. Так, секунду. Найти детей в Форт Атлас. Давайте сначала это задание выполним. Погляну опять и на стрим. Секундочку. Секундочку. Вот Fallout 76, отлично. Такс. Как далеко нам шагать надо? Ебать, ничего себе вы соседи. Смотрите, где они, блядь, здесь вот Форт Атлас. И где вот нужно налаживать эти самые, блядь, отношения. Отправьте, если вы Льюис, если, блядь, что ёбнутые нахуй. И как вы там им мешаете? Блядь, ладно, погнали. Секундочку, а здесь нету разве тэпалки? Что ж так дешевле будет тэпаться, когда вот так вот через хату. На хату бесплатно тэпаешься. А дальше еще чуть-чуть тэпаешься и нормально. Тебе пить надо, что ли? Попить тебе надо. Алкоголизм, блядь, да он не лечится. Уже все, блядь. Или лечится. Давайте заюзаем. Так, антирадины, наверное, еще бахнем расплавленного. Можно хватить. Не хватило, но мы еще бахнем. Пища, напитки. Надо, наверное, было похавать, а потом активировать эту хуйню. Так, есть. Все, погнали теперь. Блять. А еще такие есть, я вам хочу собрать такие же. Яда, хлопушка. Смола.
living out here.
Ты ж последний колонист, а ты этот не хочешь ко мне прийти на базу? У меня там, в принципе, ничего нету.
Gotta keep a lookout for raiders.
А, ебать, важный нах.
We really need to clean up.
Ну ладно, самоважность. О, дай подаю тебя. Слышь, блядь, дай подаю. Блядь, слиняла, прикиньте. Сука, дай подаю. Тут фокус, нихуя себе. Так, а что мы здесь? А, вот сюда надо идти. Ну. Поближе стать может. Давай еще раз зайду, шо? Не тяжело. А, это ты тоже был.
Whoa there. Mom, Dad!
Who do you think you are barging in here? George?
Hold it, stranger. No funny moves.
Блядь, ебать ты резкий.
Pretty sure that's my line, Buster. I'm not the one busting in uninvited. Get over here and start talking before George puts some new holes in you.
Ебать, сейчас бы мне угрожать тут.
Now you need to be more careful just waltzing into people's homes. It's a good way to end up with more lead in you than's healthy. I'm Carol Putnam. This is my husband, George. Now, won't you tell us why you're barging in here, and maybe we can all be friendly when you're done. Those would be them military types in the heavy armor that came through here recently, right? I'm the one that told them.
Я видел, там уже, блядь, гадилы уже лежат, уже все, по идее, почищено.
Are so cool. Wait, are you recruiting? I want to sign up.
Their gear was pretty fascinating.
Settle down, boys. The adults is talking. So you want to know about them ghouls?
Да, хочу узнать.
Can't say for certain. We got a suspicion, though.
A lot of the sightings and attacks have been from folks traveling the highway to Flatwoods. They come out of the hills, northwest of the old creamery.
And the only thing out that way is what's left of the Orwell orchards. Could be the source of the things. You gonna wipe them out when you find them?
Должен, по идее. Бабульки, давайте
Aren't you
попросим.
on a mission from the Brotherhood? You're doing it for them, not for us.
She's right, of course, but that doesn't mean we're not grateful for the risk you're taking. Now here, wherever you find ghouls, you're going to find radiation. Now, we can spare this.
Нормально, Радикс дали.
Not sure. More than a few, less than an army. From what folks have said, if you're going in alone, Even a few can swarm you before you even realize what's happening. Be careful out there.
Be careful.
All right, then. Me, George, and the boys. Marty's the overeager one. Colin's the quiet one. I hope I don't need to remind you, we're not defenseless.
There's also the robots outside, of course. I got them helping with the chores. Nerd.
Boys. Not
Это норм, робот это нормально, блядь.
So, us, the robots, and the dogs, I guess. And enough firepower to discourage pests.
Не
Just
будем
try
этих
not to
типов
startle us if you
Братства
drop by
Стали,
again.
во-первых, мы сами
George has a hair trigger with that shotgun.
не то чтобы этот. Ой, давай с роботами
I really
поразговариваем.
would like to join the Brotherhood. I know I'm not as strong as my brother, but you've got to have a need for somebody smart, right?
А, если ты просто хочешь свалить. Типа, я думал, как бы, знаете, прям он рвется, блядь, а он, оказывается, может, просто хочет свалить от родителей.
It is safe. So safe, I'll end up still running this place when I'm old. There's nothing wrong with farming, and I love my parents, but there's so much more out there. I'm sure. Can you make me a recruit? Alright, that seems fair enough. I'll do my best to earn that recommendation, I promise. Are you sure about me, though? I know my brother wants this too, and I heard Mom. Only one of us can go.
Уйти сможет только один, я так понял.
Sure thing. What'd you want to know? I'd be lying if I said I wouldn't be nervous. Won't know until it happens, I suppose.
Ну,
I'm
тоже
willing to
верно.
risk it if it means getting out of here. Okay. I'll be...
Блять, расстроился типок. Блять, просто что... Жалко его. Как бы я потом бы, знаете, как бы вот этот... Сказал бы там того всего, блядь, брать его сейчас с собой на миську. Без ничего, без... Блядь, и что дальше? А, это прям миссия, блядь, завербовать. Ну давай завербуем. Хер с ним. Мне больше умные, блядь, нравятся люди, чем... А тебе что, мне нужно этого только завербовать? Марти Патмана. А дед Марти Патман. А нахуй тебе он нужен? Давай этого типа, блядь, завербуем.
I really would like to join the Brotherhood. I know I'm not as strong as my brother, but you've got to have a need for somebody smart. I'm sure. This farm isn't the place. Can you make me a recruit?
Почти что мне уже у двоих спросить, блядь. Ой.
You gotta take me with you. I'm ready for this. I just know it. I'll be just like that night Shin who was here before.
Ой, блядь, как Шин, ты шо, вообще шо ли?
I'm strong, I'm fit, and I'm ready to fight. Whatever you need, I'll fight. Mutants or ghoul. Of course. Them showing up is the most exciting thing that's happened. I know I sound like a kid asking for a treat, but I mean it. I'll do whatever it takes. Can you really get me in? Oh, of course. But are you sure you want to take me? I don't want to talk you out of it. Oh, yeah. But you'll see, I'm the clear choice. Not that Colin's not great or anything, but he's not Brotherhood material, like me. Let me know when you're ready to make a decision.
Блять, а как нахуй потом что ли решение принимать надо? Или сейчас? Что-то нихуя не пойму.
Really would like to join. Maybe so, but Marty's right about one thing. It'd be amazing to get to work with it.
Короче, блять, пока. Хватали на миську, короче, уже, блядь, так. То, все, блядь. Я бы, кстати, вот оружие купил бы еще бы. О, взрывающая хуйня. А, нет, не она. Для она. Да, я гадал, лопушка. Оружку все друг, может, куда взял бы еще. Ну, надо ходить и искать по этим самым, по домам у торговцев. Давайте перейдем сейчас быстро, а потом сходим. Может быть, повезет сейчас с оружием каким-то хорошим. Какой-то автомат вы взял, Сев. Карабин не хочу. Так, автоматический. В принципе, ни хера не стоит, давайте купим, чего бы нет. Цена у него низкая. Какое-то слишком у него дешевое оружие, и мне это нравится. Брони никакой нет. О, этот. А, однозвездочный мастер, блядь, я купил хуйню. А ты думаешь, блядь, что за хуйня? Я думал, он 3 звезды, блядь, а она с 1 звездой. Ну, походим, блядь, чё бы не походить с этой херней. Атлинг пока уберем. А боеприпасы у меня есть... Сколько там, 45-е? У меня много всякой хуйни. Патрон калибра, 45-й. Плазменный блок. Давайте половину уберем. О, кстати. Половину уберем, еще, наверное, одну уберем. И походим с этим. Силовой броней. Че бы не походить силовой броней, верно? Верно. Я не помню, какая есть, какая у него броня. Так, точно не верхняя самая. Вот никак за нее не посмотришь, блядь. В смысле, блядь? А откуда у меня родилась рейдерская силовая броня, я так и не понял. Да я уже успел ее прихватить. Или мне ее подарили как-то. О, вот это вот. Так, собрать. Так, теперь надо... Скиллуху какую-то выбрать. А где тут хуйню пахнем? О, я ее, конечно, пока носить не смогу. Но я ее бахну. Я ищу тут херню, блядь, с этой для брони силовой, чтоб меньше было этот. Либо чтоб силовая броня, либо чтобы от антирадина не сбрасывалась мутация. это прикольная типа тема, но сейчас другую найти. Давайте юзнем, короче, принять. Так, у меня еще что ли есть? У меня еще, по-моему, есть, отлично. Блять, как долго, конечно, это все искать. Ладно, нету, так нету. Хакера убираем. Блять, Блять, сотка нужна, пиздец. Первую помощь что ли убирать? Ну и все получается, блять, все. Типа был выбор либо в силе пахнуть, типа если ты бегаешь, что ты не тратишь заряд, либо сделать эту вот хуйню типа в интеллекте, чтобы меньше не тратить заряда. Просто что как раз таки ты меняешь одно на другое. В случае с силой. Да и по-моему в случае с этим самым с интеллектом. Типа можно убрать перк у дробовика, чтобы силу броню все время носить, можно было чтобы бегать. После этого у тебя меньше урона, типа больше брони. Такая же херня, только с интеллектом. Когда там у тебя оружие медленнее ломается. Кстати, на поводу оружия. Что вы купили, что там эту хуйню? Я уже забыл, как это делается. О, неплохо. Я больше, наверное, какой-то калашик бы взял бы, а не вот эту вот херню. Она просто что прикольненькая, такая красивенькая. Вот и все. А как она себя покажет с точки зрения урона? Так, что надо сделать? Найти, откуда нападает гуля. С холодильника. Далее нам еще какую-то пушку угадать, какой-то лазер. Что здесь радиация какая-то есть. А может быть с ним можно поговорить? Не говорится. Как вообще было бы легко спросить просто, а я кто гули, блядь, идут, вот и все. А, вон убежище какой-то есть, стоп. Идти-то бомбоубежище. Может быть где-то здесь вход. Как, блядь, в бомбоубежище войти? А, блядь. Что, у него урона вообще ни хера нет. Не магазин маленький. Хотя урон вроде бы есть, просто магазин маленький. Крышки, вечные крышки, патроны по-любому будут быстро тратиться. Синий яд. Блять. чуть-чуть понадежней. Слишком патрон. Ну, блин, тратятся вообще как быстро. Не, ну мне как бы нравится, как оно стреляет, просто что патронов мало собирается взамен. И магазин маленький, что надо улучшать на магазин. Патрон, антирадийный, радикс. И шо, все? Все. Я думал, что будет больше. О, бесплатная. Внешняя, давайте вводи внутренняя, нам нужна сторона будет, а не внешняя.
Go home. Let us take care of things here.
We should spend less time mourning for defiance.
Welcome back. Have you completed your assigned mission, candidate? Good work. One less pocket of monsters in the area, and a clear sign to the locals that we're on their side. You've risen to the challenges set before you, and proven your worth to myself, Knight Shin, and Scribe Valdez. I hereby confer on you the status of probationary initiate in the Brotherhood of Steel. I'm sorry, but we'll have to put the official initiation right on hold. Something's come up, and we need to deal with it right away. If you've got anything else you need to take care of, make it quick. Report to me again when you're ready.
А что дальше? А, блядь, тебе же.
Hello, Initiate. Congratulations on officially joining our ranks. I apologize that we aren't able to do an official ceremony right now, but as previously stated, something more important has come up. I've been informed that there is an independent settlement that needs our help. A group of Blood Eagle raiders are extorting the villagers and taking their supplies. The village's leader, Jenny Brown, has more information. You can find her at their settlement, a camp made up of tree houses that they call the Retreat.
If I don't sleep tonight, I should be able to get this list done.
Так точно, босс. Давай, блядь, хули.
Trust that you will represent the Brotherhood admirably on your first mission, Initiate.
Кто-то вот сиськи, блядь, меняет, то, блядь. Шел нахуй, убил, блядь, всех. И дальше пошли.
Weapons at the ready.
Так, секунду, опять глянь, что там по стриму. Я не понял, что по стриму. В принципе, все хорошо, пишет пока что. Состояние трансляции отличное. Нет связи с сервером, убедитесь. Ну, блять, уже отлично было.
I know how to fix
А, это давно было.
things.
М,
That's a skill, right?
Ладно. Что там еще у нас? Так, все, ладно. Вроде бы все отлично. Погнали дальше. Так, далеко нам идти надо? А у тебя что, больше ничего тут нету?
Ad Victoriam? I think that's what they say.
Просто так топаться к нему. Что рядом. Если была какая-то торговля, классно, можно было что купить еще было бы. Как-то однажды, короче, беру так вот, прихожу к чувачку. Тоже искал себе оружие, блядь, хорошее, нашел, блядь. Только захожу в этот самый, нажимаю кнопочку купить, вот когда-то подтвердить, блядь, и он выходит нахуй из игры. И все, я без оружия остался. Блядь, всего лишь миллисекунды не хватило его подтвердить, типа, да, точно я покупаю, там калашик был классный какой-то. Трехзвездочный. Так посмотрел еще 2 раза на нее, думаю, блядь, ничего себе, что реально, что ли? А он еще такую, за такую цену был сейчас за 6000 крышек. Типа, недорого. Бубух.
I won't let anyone mess with this village.
Что, рыбак кормишь, что ли?
Miss Jenny says, you can't always find a perfectly preserved pie.
Hello there, stranger. What can I do for you? Oh, my. Well, I was hoping that this all could be solved without violence, but beggars can't be choosers, I suppose. My name is Jenny Brown, and I'm the mama hen of this little family here at the retreat. Lately, my kin have been harassed by a woman named Dagger and her Blood Eagle Raiders. She's causing all my people to go hungry and threatening our lives. You should take some time to talk with some of my people. I'm sure they have some useful information about Dagger that they can share with you, you know.
А нахуй мне, в принципе, друзья тут
We're
нужны.
not just friends here, we're family. Great. Let me know if you need eggs.
Так, ты где? О, рецептик.
Literally sure trying.
Батарея ядерная.
Hope you're not afraid of heights.
Ладно, погнали.
Just about time to eat.
I'll wait a whole nother hour for that food. Don't cause any trouble around here. I will be able to find you.
Блять. Только без глупости, блять, да?
I went out hunting shortly after one of her weekly collections and tracked her lieutenants to see where her hideout is. I lost their trail and wasn't able to get the exact location. But I do know they're somewhere to the southwest. If you find her, kill her. Her and her damn blood eagles are taking our food, water, stim packs, everything. All in exchange for allowing us to keep our lives.
Она такая блатная, типа, блядь, если что, типа, я тебя выслежу. Там, блядь, нас обижают. Собирают еду, лекарства. Как увидишь их, убей сразу же, ну, блядь. Блядь, ладно, короче.
Please help us give that dagger what.
Сейчас надо со всеми поговорить, вот это вот, блядь. Так как им плохо, как их обижают.
Evening.
Ну давай, ну и шо? Блядь, на приколе, шо ли?
I don't know who you are, but hi.
Блядь, привет. Заебал. Блядь, так мне по заданию надо с тобой поговорить, ёп.
If the scorched or the ferals don't get you, the rads will.
Отойди нахуй от двери.
Hey there. Sorry, we're a bit wary of strangers right now. I know that she's got numbers, and she's smart. She's got people tracking our trade route. It's making the settlers not want to trade with us for fear of losing their own people. Dagger's people are making it harder and harder for us to have. Honestly, I think she... I believe in you to give that dagger what she deserves.
Блять. Хорошо, еще в него я не попал. О, усилил бы, убил его.
Thought I could feel so at home. Forgive any attitudes from us. We've got people hungry. Look, yeah, they, her and those. You go get that.
Все, блядь, поговорил, отлично.
Never thought of it this literally, though.
Голодаешь, да? Блять, вернуться? Тебе вернуться? Кому вернуться, блять? Ебали.
I hope you enjoyed getting to know us. We're peaceful people. We don't want to bother or be bothered. So, will you help us? Thank. Please be careful.
Так, секундочку. Секундочку. Все. Теперь мы опять здесь. Погнали. Что так высоко? Что у меня, кстати, за перк? Я забыл уже перк. На 5% больше урона, когда ваша цель осталась меньше 40% на хп. Ну, более-менее. Да, он, блядь, уже нашел, где логово это. На карте нарисовано. конечно, его трясет, что пипец этот ствол. Магазин потратил и его не убил. Потом подлутаем всех. Сейчас сначала убьем. Ну это прикольно, конечно, убивает, только урона все равно маловато. Да на тебе, блядь, прикладом. Блядь, такой слабак, что и пес. Обхавать есть тут что? Патрон. Ядерный блок.
How did I get to this point?
Странное оружие, конечно. Голову не убивает. Все, посмотрите окрестности. О, консервочка собачья. Схавать можно. И что дальше, блять? Ну вот, я все сделал вроде бы. А ты, блядь, откуда вот взялся? Что это оружие, блядь, такое было непонятное, странное. И что, все? Пробраться в тронный зал. Кашель, конечно, да.
Brotherhood has finally sent one of their pawns to retrieve my weapons. Because you've impressed me by taking out my crew, I'll allow you to say a few last.
Ой, блять,
Fine, bye.
даже зачитывать нахуй не буду. Если попадал бы, блять. Что тут еще есть? Сейф. У меня все равно 3 нет, у меня только 2. Все, можно уже бежать куда-то. Так, а где-то Дэнни-то? В принципе, так как бы соглашусь с тобой, то что карабин вроде бы скрытная ситуация. Но, блядь, все-таки как-никак, но автоматически как бы хочется взять и выйти там, хернуть, зажать. Так, где ты? Просто что, знаешь, я бы еще себе какой-то калашек бы нашел.
Have you had a chance to pay Dagger a friendly visit?
На, держи припасы, вот на тебе оружие тоже.
Oh my, this is quite a weapon. I can't wait to try this bad boy out. Thank you so much for your help. I hope the Brotherhood won't mind us
Never thought I'd live in a
having this.
treehouse. Never thought I'd find a real family either.
Так это шо? Бурбон.
Don't like the fog. Even just a mist makes it harder to see.
I thought this high ground would be useful for hunting. The local wildlife learned to...
Его какое-то оружие против горелой бы тоже бахнуть. Отдельно, чтобы было.
Keep that armor in good shape. Your life could depend on it.
Так, сюда нам идти надо.
I have news from our patrol.
They must have seen something quite interesting for you to come to me about it.
Interesting is not the word. Concerning, yes.
One moment, Initiate. Knight Shin is in the middle of his report.
Old world science solved a lot of problems back in the day. But look what else it brought. I'm glad we guard our tech closely.
Что, все, договорили, блядь?
Go on, Shin.
As I was saying, one of our patrols came across a raider storeroom. They were chased out, but not before sighting several crates with the Brotherhood insignia on them.
Those crates are for important assets. We haven't used them since...
Since that battle, let's not waste time with details. Considering the contents, it's imperative that we recover those crates from the raiders.
We have yet to establish a relationship with the people of Crater. It's possible that they are more agreeable than the other raiders we've encountered.
Are you seriously considering the idea of leaving those items in raider hands?
Let's discuss this later. We've kept the initiate waiting long enough. Were you able to help the people of the retreat? Very unfortunate that things had to end that way, but at least the villagers are safe now.
Them, and likely many others. The world is better off with fewer blood eagles.
Don't speak so frivolously of human life, Knight. Is there anything else to report? Initiate, I've been around long enough to spot an obvious lie when I hear one.
Ой, блядь, заебало.
This is no time for games. Give your report seriously.
Ты что, чё не могу солгать, блядь?
The Blood Eagles too. Did these crates have our insignia on them?
If our weapons have spread among multiple groups, that's a serious problem. One that the Initiate has exacerbated with their ill-advised handout.
I support the Initiate's decision. The villagers will not use that weapon with ill intent.
One weapon isn't likely to cause a crisis, but the raiders have an entire cache. We can't just leave them as is.
Good work, Initiate. You're dismissed.
You're here. Good. To review the current situation, one of our patrols located a cache of dangerous weapons in a raider storeroom. Stolen Brotherhood weapons, no less. Your assignment is to secure the storeroom for the Brotherhood, and the weapons along with it. I'll put together a squad and meet you there. But given the situation, it's imperative you arrive there as soon as possible. Any questions, Initiate?
Блядь, дай мне вопросы.
I should put negligence on your record for asking that question. Lucky for you, I don't have the time. If you can recall your last assignment, it had to do with putting down a rabid den of Blood Eagles in possession of military-grade rocket launchers. The same kind of rocket launchers were discovered in the possession of some raiders from Crater. Needless to say, that's a problem, and we are going to fix it.
Ну окей. Трейдер просто убить надо, да?
Paladin Romani forbids engagement without warning. So, we will attempt to speak to them when we arrive. That being said, the raiders have already made it clear they're determined to be our enemies. Stealing supplies, ambushing patrols, using Brotherhood weapons to terrorize the region. If they are unwilling to cooperate, we will put our foot down. So be prepared for combat.
Okay.
One last thing. We need to confirm the weapon's source. I find it unlikely the raiders will be willing to talk until after we... If any of them are still alive after that, we can question them. But priority one is securing the weapons they are. That will be all. Dismissed.
До свидания. А где здесь есть тайник?
Reminder. This is the armory, not the barracks. Take your conversations outside.
Тайник покажи мне. Оружку поменять. Взять еще одну какую-то. Блядь, ты мне вес понакидал. Теперь медленный. Есть тайник? Где тайник? Вас оскорбили. Да и хер с ним. Так, а что я хотел сделать? Хавать. Изучить схему. Все. Так, записи, заметки. Да, выкинь тогда. Блять, покажите мне тайник.
Brotherhood's always looking for good tech, if you find any.
Это шмотки скинуть.
Anything try to attack, we'll be ready. Future.
Это тайник, нет, не тайник, блядь. Блядь, дайте мне тайничок. Вот он, ёб твою мать, вот, тайник. Такс. Оружие. Вот так вот, вот так вот.
Reporting for duty.
Что по весу у меня теперь? А вот, все равно перевес.
Just like the old army, huh? Join up, defend yourself, see the world while you're at it.
Сколько, интересно, есть пулек на все это дело?
This looks like the start of a real force in the wasteland. Not sure if I should be thrilled or terrified.
Давайте вот эту вот херню возьмем. Тебе, блядь, скинул, надо сейчас открыть, надо что, давайте откроем. Нет, помощь. Ничего себе они весят, 50 килограмм. Лук дали мне, что-то хуйню. Помощь. Бля, теперь сука много веса добавилось. симуляторах понадавали. В принципе, нормально, пока по весу. Так, броня. Шасси. А сколько этот пулемет, блядь, весит? Что-то его взял, а посмотреть не посмотрел. Это 22 килограмма весит. Не люблю такие пушки тяжелые. Ну, что уберу. Блять. F. C. Блять, а патрон тоже к нему надо взять еще. Помощь, разный хлам. Боеприпас 5 миллиметров же, да. Столько хватит. Блять, куда нам идти надо было? Вот это оно. Оно. Теперь там ничего не открыто. Мысли, блять. А, сука, перегружен опять. А надо мне эта пушка или нет? По-моему, ни хера, блядь, не дамажащий, я посмотрю. 99. Да пробую убивать надо, по идее. Ладно, давайте, короче, тэпнемся мы на бафауте. Слишком нахуй уже долго. А потом, если что, выкинем просто по дороге где-то пушку. Не такая уж она и редкая. Даже урон какой-то есть даже. Хотя... Не знаю. Ну, больше, чем у меня на урон у него, чем у обычного. Сейчас испытаем. Ну, кстати, мне нравится, что он пулек очень мало тратит. 5 миллиметров всего лишь. Типа, миниган уже херачил бы много больше пулечек. Уже пол магазина б не было бы. Или нам с нами, наверное, сначала было поговорить лишь вроде бы. Поговорить. А, это не они, блядь, были. Я думал, да, они. Надо быстрее дойти, пока бафак не закончился.
Well, looks like we have a visitor. Did the Brotherhood send you? Didn't know they were working with run-of-the-mill average wastelanders. Thought they wanted you strapped into one of those tin cans round the clock. It's wrong of me to judge by appearances, though. Why don't you introduce yourself? Just taking a nice stroll around the Toxic Valley and stumbled upon a mysterious door, yeah? I can respect an adventurous spirit. What I can't respect is the full entourage of Brotherhood soldiers who just showed up behind you.
This vault and all material goods within are hereby under possession of the Brotherhood of Steel. This requisition will aid us in the preservation of technology and the protection of mankind. Your compliance will ensure your safety.
Вот единственное, что...
I'm interested in hearing more about this protection of mankind.
Единственное, что у меня, блядь, позиция не прикольная, я не вижу ничего.
For the benefit this measly little vault will provide for us as a species. Is that it?
I repeat, your compliance will ensure your safety. Not that I'd expect a simple-minded brute to understand.
Resorting to name-calling already. I have to say, I'm disappointed. Thought I'd be able to speak to someone civilized from a big-shot organization like yours. What about you, Forward Scout? Think we can work this one out? Or are your underpants in as tight of a bunch as Mr. Compliance over there?
У меня восприятия, по-моему, ни хера нету, или есть у меня восприятие 8 штук.
Who's to say we don't have that whole platform you're standing on rigged to blow?
I'll call your bluff. You didn't expect us to come.
All right, I'll admit, this is a serious oversight on my part. Should have known those initiates who stopped by would have gone crying to their superiors. Humor me on one thing. This place doesn't offer us any strategic leverage over the Brotherhood. If anything, you're gonna waste more resources protecting a place so far away from your home base. So then, it must be the weapons that are important to you. What's so special about these rocket launchers that a top-ranking member would come to collect them himself?
I don't know how you became aware of our internal hierarchy, but it's irrelevant to the situation. You will leave the weapons in the vault and disperse. Now.
And how about you? Do you seriously take orders from this constipated suit of metal?
Чё-то как-то не похую, блядь, но это ихнее оружие.
Terrorize? We're out here trying to survive, just like anyone. Meanwhile, the Brotherhood is marching around in power armor, threatening people who don't meet its demands. You tell me who's the real terror. We're heading back to Crater. This stash isn't worth it.
Not so fast.
Я охотно тебя посмотрю, блядь.
Ooh, sorry. I don't discuss Raider affairs on Brotherhood territory. If you really want to know, you can come talk to me in Crater. Don't worry. If it's only one of you, we don't usually kill on sight. Now let us through.
Чем ты, блядь, занят? Занят только мной, нахуй. Ничего такого интересного тут нету. Ой, ладно.
We completed the first part of our mission. You compose yourself in a manner befitting of the Brotherhood. We don't compromise, especially not with raiders. It's clear you understand that. Moving forward, we still need to track down the weapon source. That man appeared to know something. I don't care how you get it out of him, but make sure you get it. This is your top priority. The longer we let these weapons spread, the more difficult it will be to...
Куда мне идти? Внешний кратер, давай. Прыгни.
Can't believe they had the nerve to just barge in like that. So, you really came? Huh. To be honest, I didn't expect the Brotherhood to show its face around here with anything less than a fully armored battalion. Life is just full of surprises, isn't it? So, what can I do for you? Oh, honorable. About that. You and your metal buddies put me in a pretty tight spot back there. There are people here in Crater depending on me. I wasn't sure if I was going to make it back to them. So I prioritized a little bit. Getting home to those people was more important than being completely sincere to a group of heavily armed tyrants. So if you're looking for help with your little weapon problem, you can look somewhere else.
Don't you think you're being stubborn, Pierce? We have a good little Brotherhood peon here at our disposal. We can make use of that.
We've been over this. There's no compromising with people like the Brotherhood. Give them an inch and they'll take a mile.
We don't know that yet for sure. Besides, everyone has their own motivations. Our visitor might have one worth talking about.
I won't rely on a betrayal to take them down. You should know that. I have nothing left to discuss. I've given you my answer, Initiate. Now for your sake, I'd suggest you don't stick around.
Hey, you. Don't leave yet. I've got something to say.
Давай.
Don't mind Pierce, he's stubborn. Holds too tightly to his morals. I'll tell you about the weapons, but you're gonna need to give me something in return. Interested?
Что тебе нужно?
I want intel on the Brotherhood. Records, roster, correspondence. You've got people specialized in keeping track of that sort of thing, right? Transfer their data onto this holotape and bring it back to me. Then I'll tell you what you want to know.
Ой.
Okay, goody two-shoes. If you don't want the information I have, that's up to you. But from what I hear about your boss, he wouldn't be too happy with that, would he? Your funeral. Toodles.
Да, блядь, похуй на этого. Этого типа, блядь. Убить легче всего. По крайней мере, в игре так оно есть. Типа взял, типа их вынести, как бы их ничего такого не стоит. Просто что, блядь, задание надо выполнить. Блядь, куда теперь надо идти? Обратно, нахуй. Еще чуть-чуть поиграем и закончим.
Staying safe out there. I want to visit Fort Defiance, but I've always got time for you, Initiate. What do you need?
Надо.
Fort Atlas is in good hands. My chin's trained as well. I could do more than just fight. But how do I show that I'm fit to be a scribe when I'm put on patrol day and night?
Поговорить с ней о текущей ситуации надо. Давай поговорим.
Come to help out in the... Any new deeds to add to your scroll? Raiders, huh? If they're anything like the raiders we've encountered on the expedition... All right. How can I... I think I understand. The funny thing about data is you don't know what's real or not. Not unless you gathered it yourself. To be honest, I was working on encrypting my terminal for this kind of situation. So, if anyone accessed it who wasn't supposed to, they would just get false info and none would be the wiser. I didn't finish, but you can still use the fake data I created. Should be clearly labeled in the files. Just, don't select the wrong one. This is the raiders we're talking about. It'd be bad news if they got an advantage on us. Worse, if the Knight found out it was because of me.
When do I get to go out and prove my worth?
Not a problem. I'm here to help.
Программист, блядь. А как не понять, блядь, где тут... Как понять, где ложная информация, а где нет?
weapon may keep me safe, but it doesn't make these repairs go any faster.
Так, стоп. Мне сначала не забагалось. Мне кажется, что забагалось. Голенький.
Who knows what strange contraptions the old mining firms built here?
I'm never gonna make a name for myself holding down the fort.
Ой.
When do I get to go out and prove my worth?
Блядь, а как мне... Надо как везде все пролазить, что ли, просто?
The elders have so much to teach us. I hope I'll get to meet them in person someday. Hope those kids we picked up are doing okay. What were their names again? It started with an M.
Calibrate this, tighten that.
Ad Victorium. Order. Learning. Protection.
Мне кажется, просто меня забагалось. У меня такая похожая типа тема была, надо перезаходить в игру.
Keep fighting everything I need here.
Почему? Потому что нельзя запустить никакую ни голодапись, ничего. У меня было такое, типа, что я зашел, вышел буквально на миллисекунду в терминал, и из-за этого какой-то там скрипт не сработал, и что-то не получилось. Ой. Устал уже чуть-чуть.
Hello, Initiate. Anything you need to know? I'll be here if you need me. To think of everywhere we've been, this old place may hold the most promise.
Вот, блядь, и все. Говорил, что, скорее всего, когда хуйня ушла.
Ultrasite country. Who knows what strange contraptions the old mining firms built here?
The elders have so much to teach us. I hope I'll get to meet them in person someday.
Броня, шасси.
Don't get in the way. You've got the holotape? Good. Thanks. The weapons don't have one source. Some of them we looted off a group of unfortunate settlers. We've also traded them among ourselves. Some old friends visited Crater a while back wielding that firepower, claiming they earned it in a fight. They were bragging about it till the day they left. Said they sent some big armored folks running. I can't confirm that the losers were Brotherhood, but that was your logo on the side of those weapons, wasn't it? Doesn't matter to me. Now, I told you what I know. With any luck, we won't talk again. Yep. They may or may not have more, but they've definitely come in contact with them. West. They said they passed through Ohio before coming here. I don't know how much further out they went. They wouldn't shut up about it, so I learned to tune it out pretty quick. But I do remember them passing around a helmet with a bullet hole through its visor. A trophy from the Fallen. Don't change your mind. This was a one-time offer, and it's one that neither of us will speak of again.
Так, ладно, что дальше? Ну, отлично, нахуй. Туда-сюда, туда-сюда перемещаться. Может, хоть бесплатно. Уже разорился бы уже. Сейчас, секундочку.
Settlers want to rebuild, but they're only looking to the future. We need to understand the past as well, or we'll make the same mistakes going forward.
Just to get here.
Так вот имительно вообще-то играть, и я вообще не представлял, что так оно есть. Я раньше мог сидеть, не знаю, часов 10, блядь, без остановки. Причем это не шутки реально, блядь. Я мог встать в 8 часов утра и в 8 вечера перестать. Там буквально какие-то небольшие перерывы там на похавать.
Reminder, I see you returned from Crater. Standing by for your report. That's not what I was hoping to hear. All right. Tell me about the sources.
My own operation would involve this much paperwork.
I see. And are those raiders still at Crater?
Should see if anyone needs help with anything.
As a matter of fact, it does. If they were still here, then we'd have business with them. But they're not. So we need to focus on Appalachia.
Relief efforts. Might buy us goodwill with the locals.
Without more information, it's impossible to say. And the other one. Foundation 2. This is bad. Worse than I thought. At this rate, all of Appalachia will be toting these rocket launchers. All because of... Forgive me, Initiate. I've lost my composure. We need to follow up with Foundation as soon as possible.
I can't wait to tell Max about my latest patrol. He is gonna love it.
So that's everything. That was a thorough report. The Brotherhood appreciates your diligence looking into this matter. Our next step is to deal with Foundation. Paladin Romani already had plans to establish contact, so she'll want to hear about this. No need to expound everything. I'll follow up later with a more detailed report.
I hope my next mission is soon.
Ad Victorium.
Так, а ты шо?
Ah, Initiate. I haven't had the chance to discuss your last assignment with Knight Shin yet. Was there something you needed to report to me directly? Really? Foundation? That's troubling. How well do you know the people of Foundation?
Честно, я не помню, кто это.
That's good. Then I'm sure you're aware that they've managed to carve out a solid living for themselves in Appalachia. I spoke with a few members of their community, looking for ways to work together. We're in need of food and water. They have plenty to spare. However, knowing they may have those weapons accelerates matters. It's critical that we follow up with them right away. Your mission is as follows. Meet with Gloria Chance, the supervisor of Foundation Supply Room. Determine whether or not they've seen or acquired such weapons for themselves. And lastly, establish a trade deal with Foundation. Something that will provide us longevity in Appalachia. And allow me to stress, both returning with the weapons and securing a trade deal are equally important objectives, Initiate. If you say so. Remember, you represent the Brotherhood to these people. Do us proud.
Бабки дала? Не дала бабки за задание. Кто другую херню дала? Блять, теперь перевес. Так а здесь этот был...
Never forget the heroes of Fort Defiance.
Вот он. Блять, тухлое мясо.
I can't wait to tell Max about my latest patrol. He is gonna love it.
Да ну нахуй, короче, его этот. Блять, места нету, ты шо, вообще шо ли? Как так места нету?
Order, learning, protection. I have everything I need here.
Another nuke. We arrived in Appalachia not a moment too soon.
Ой.
Again? I swear that shit has it out for me.
Что мне теперь делать с этим перевесом?
People of Appalachia think a bomb is a plaything.
Здесь торговец.
Hey, I remember you. You fought alongside my team. The They're enjoying some well-deserved R&R. We'll be back in the field again before.
Each day in service of the Brotherhood.
So stay safe out there.
Ну, такая неплохая броня. А, к тебе еще надо сходить.
I assume Paladin Romani has tasked you with handling the situation. Why are you dragging your... I see. This isn't surprising, but it's not the choice that I would have made. But remember, respect the chain of command. If Paladin Romani has tasked you with this, carry it out. Do not test my patience, Initiate. This is our way. Chain of command supersedes how we feel. However, I will put this as plainly as I can. I feel we'd grow stronger from continuing to rely on ourselves, rather than recovering the weapons, however, is more than a task. It is your duty. That's all I have to say on the matter. You have your assignment. Carry it out.
Ой, блядь. Может, я могу разобрать что-то?
Raiders causing trouble again. We'll have to do something about it.
Cleaning duty again? I swear Night Shin has it out for me.
We have to cut ourselves free from America to rebuild America. Take the old and forge it anew.
Disorder is to be expected in a place that lacked Brotherhood oversight for so long. Still, this is...
Выкинуть их надо, эти пивные бутылки. Лам. Где эти пипы? Вот они. Все нахуй выкинуть.
Another nuke. You arrived in Appalachia not a moment too soon.
Куда мне дальше идти надо? У меня сейчас веса не хватает, надо теперь и хавать эту хуйню. Последнее, короче, задание, и отдыхать я буду на этом. Чё, продавать бы все такой этой хуйни, которую я поналутал.
You are missing out. You should fear it. Shop at Sunny's.
Стоп, а я этот... Нет.
We all know who your favorite Sunny is. You don't have to say it. Build a lair out of garbage. Garbage from Sunny's.
Хлам тебе можно куда продать?
Satisfaction with Sunny is guaranteed. Sunny has what you need. Deal with Sunny.
Мента чуть-чуть тебе продадим. Вино.
You are missing out. You should fear it. Shop at Sunny's.
Такс. Ой.
You must be here about that shipment of Blamco mac and cheese. Great. I was starting to get worried.
Да не, нифига.
Sorry about that. I suppose the power armor should have given that away. You say you're with Paladin Romani? That's fantastic. I didn't think she'd get back to us so quickly. How can I help you, sire, your majesty, your steeliness? Right. About that. Originally, we were hoping to purchase some weapons in exchange for food and supplies, but we may need to work something else out. After all, our last purchase is more than enough firepower for the time being. Yep, that's right. Hun, can you tell our friend here about those thingies we picked up recently?
Oh, sure thing. We got weapons all right, Initiate. You Brotherhood guys make some high-quality gear. Now tell me if this sounds familiar. Tubes of explosive death with your logo on the side? Oh. Well, the stuff we got definitely has your logos on it. Some guys from the town watch took them out for testing a little earlier. I'm sure you can catch up with them. They normally practice at a small site they set up near the East Mountain Lookout, a bit north of here.
Oh, that's right. Mike and them took the weapons out for a test drive. If you head over, I'm sure they'd let you take a look. I hope you understand those weapons are our property, though. We spent quite a bit acquiring them. But hurry back. I'm sure we can still find a way to work together, even if we don't need more weapons. And send the fellas home, would ya? They've been playing with those things long enough.
Ладно, погнали. Когда Кати-то там, не знаю, где-то там лежит, или сидит, но не ходит на полу. Как-то хотелось... Можно было еще погладить, было бы ее, если бы можно было, но и нельзя ее гладить. Такс. А, блядь, недалеко, блядь, совсем вот там, вот на вышке той, блядь. Совсем недалеко. Чуть-чуть совсем пройтись метров 20. И так, пока мы нормально не постреляли. То туда, то сюда бегаешь. нормальная перестрелка нужна. Хоть опоссума, блядь, пострелять можно. Хотя, по-моему, они мирные, блядь, да? Блядь, зря такого опоссума убил. Это может быть ты, опоссум, убил всех. Пицца гениальный. Арбузики. Морковка. Руса. Тушка. Блять, больше ничего такого тут нету. Мысли, я урон получил. Я в силовой броне вообще-то. Скажи мне, а что тут найти-то надо? Вот разорвало уже.
Alright, everyone gather round. Ward wanted us to record some instructions on how to use these things. Where's Mike? Hey, Mike, stop messing around with that terminal and grab one of those rocket launchers.
Uh-oh. Sorry. I wanted to lock the terminal first. Let me put this in my bag really quick.
Give it up, Mike. That could be decades old. Just grab one of them and come here. Wait, Mike, I told you not to pick it up like that.
Oh, God. What have I done?
Вот, ну, конечно, и компешник здесь. Пароль от терминала. Блять, нажмите ты. Мечи. Не, прослушивать надо вроде бы пароль этот. Где эта шахта? А вот она. Бубух. Везде, блядь, ящики те разбросаны. Наконец-то, блядь. Хоть пострелять можно. Ну, блядь, конечно. Он-то прикольно так шмаляет, все классно, блядь, но ровно ни хера нету. Говно полнейшее. Ну, я понимаю, типа, что надо вкачивать, надо любое оружие вкачивать, в принципе. Но вот это прям херачит, блядь, сильно. Даже без прокачки, вообще оно не прокачано. Ну, конечно, скорострельности ему не хватит, зато, блядь, урона нормально у него.
Hold it right there. Don't come any closer. Investigating? What? You've been to the lookout tower. You have to understand. It was an accident. I'm Mike. Mike Tiller. Go to Foundation. Tell him you found me dead. Because I'm never... They'll never believe me. They'll think I'm a murderer. There's nothing to say. Just go and leave me. This door is barred tight, and way behind me is flooded. You can't get in. Just give up.
Блять, я уже здесь, что ты хочешь? Где, блять, закрыто нахуй? Чё, все что ли? Я уже здесь. Дверь закрыта, типа намертво, сюда не пойдешь, блядь. Я уже здесь. Блядь, жопчий таракан. Дальше что? Значит, способ добраться до оружия. До какого? Где оно? Под водой, что ли, оружие, что ли? подышать, блядь. Не сдохну здесь. Вроде пока не должен. Уже не сдохну. И шо, где оружие, блядь? Блин, повеселее чуть-чуть. Причем даже не чуть-чуть повеселее, но получше прям нормально. Если ключ надо найти теперь. Крышка, 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 крышка. Блять. Ракета. Блять, случайно взял какую-то еще хуйню. Что здесь? Найти ключ. Обратно в воду, блядь, лезть. Так, хлебнули чуть воздухом. А мы что, здесь уже были? Блять, так мы здесь были. Бульк. Нестабильный изотоп, мутация новая, класс. Что дальше, обратно? Главное не сдохнуть, блять. То слишком я долго уже под водой нахожусь. Стоп, дайте я антирадин, наверное, приму. Что у меня за мутация, во-первых, мне интересно. Шансы облучить на пытающем ближнем бою. Ну, сравнительная такая непонятная тема. Ладно, используем антирадин, если... Так, что там еще есть? Хочу еще Радекс бахнуть нормальный и разбавленный. Нормальная мутация была, просто что у меня нету скиллов, чтобы мутацию эту сохранить нормально. Но чтоб юзать антирадин, и мутация не уходила. Она причем мутация вообще без этих, без плохих эффектов. Мне вот не нравится, что оно все мутное, блядь, такое. Ну, за один магазин, в принципе, бывает любого типа. Ну, блядь. Хуйня, короче. Оружка ваша. Такая вот. Типа, ради просто что разнообразия, я, честно, не хочу поиграть, а так нереально хрень полнейшая. Ее надо улучшать. Логично, по идее, да, что и нужно ее как бы улучшить, там, магазин ей сделать больше, блядь, чтобы у нее потом было там сотка. Требуется ключ. Без ключа не можешь. Блядь, ты че, вообще что ли?
You made it! How did you even... Please!
Так нахуй, так я, блядь, со стороны обошел тебя, еще стой.
Okay, I can explain.
Ебать, а зачем? А чё я, кстати, это делал? Тут круг, блядь, все равно была дверь открыта.
A while back. They seem really powerful. They were always telling me, "Be careful, Mike. Don't pick it up that way, Mike." But my finger slipped and... but it was an accident. I mean, sure, but that doesn't change what I did. How can I face them? No, you're right. They should hear it from me. I'll go back. On one condition. Let me bring the weapons back myself. Gloria and Tad will know what to do. I'm sorry. They're the only ones I trust to take care of these. I have to make sure I get back to them.
Какое у меня, блядь, восприятие?
I dragged all these in here, though, and fine. You bring them and meet me at Foundation, okay?
О, кексы, блядь, самое лучшее, что можно было здесь найти. Блять, призы опять пошли в городе.
Mike was just telling us about what happened out there. I can't believe it. All those boys, just... It's a lot to take in.
Well, speak of the devil. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. Well, I hope you're planning on giving the weapons back all the same. They're ours.
Tad, enough! We still need to find a way to work with these people. I think we should try and wrap up business between us now. We're going to need to tell those families about what happened. I know it's hard to think about at a time like this, but settling on a deal and having you on your way is probably for the best. Now then, I understand you'll want to take these weapons back with you, but that won't work for us. They cost us too many caps to just let go. Unfortunately, regardless of where they came from before, they're our property now, and they'll need to stay with us.
Well, that's true, but maybe you're right.
Not maybe. You are right. You need to get these things out of here before anyone else is killed. Only problem is, those weapons put us in the hole, financially speaking. We need to sell off our supplies to recover. And that leaves nothing left to share with the Brotherhood.
Сколько, блядь, это оружие стоит?
Well, sure, if you covered the loss, we'd be in a much better position to help out the Brotherhood. But those weapons...
Ну, сколько, блядь, скажи мне. На тебе 1000.
Well, thank you for taking care of the weapons. They're yours. But training? I suppose our guards are lacking discipline.
You're not gonna make me do push-ups, are you?
'Cause that would be the end of the world. Okay, we provide food, water, and the latest scoop on weird tech, and the Brotherhood provides us with training to better defend ourselves. Sounds pretty fair to me.
Oh, shit.
Thanks for all your help. Please let Paladin Romani know where...
Thanks again, Initiate. Looking forward to doing business with y'all.
Типа 1000, блядь, в принципе, не, ну, не много, как бы, ну и не мало. Блять, конечно же, было сказать, типа, отдай, похуй, блядь, мое оружие. Больше косаря я бы тебе отдал, если бы сказали, типа, да, ебо. 2 минимум. Колта не. Мне сейчас за эти же типы, блять, дадут косарь, я почти уверен. Может быть, чуть меньше.
Welcome back, Initiate. I was just discussing the missile launcher matter with Knight Shin here. I imagine you're here to report on your dealings with Foundation. Well then, don't keep us waiting.
Блять, оставляй меня ждать. Да, давай, блять, кофе пей.
Initiate, give your report to Paladin Romani.
Блять, рапортую я ему.
Welcome back, Initiate. I was just discussing the missile launcher matter with Knight Shin here. I imagine you're here to report on your dealings with Foundation. Well then, don't keep us waiting.
Interesting. So they'd be willing to take our lead when it comes to how they handle defense in the future. This could be mutually beneficial. At the very least, we may be able to rely on them to keep the crater in check.
We're not here to exacerbate aggressions between the locals, Knight Shin. Initiate, your heart is in the right place, but we need to be careful about creating too much imbalance in the region. I'd be happy to recruit members of Foundation into our ranks if they want to learn to fight, but making the settlement more militant is concerning.
So you'd be okay if they're properly trained, but only if they're flying our colors. That sounds more like a recruitment drive than an effort to help others.
That's enough, Knight. You know it's more complicated than you're boiling it down to. Besides, we have a more pressing issue that the Initiate has uncovered. It's troubling that the weapons have spread to this degree, but there isn't much we can do beyond dealing with situations like this as they arise. But, Initiate, I hope you know you've done well.
Paladin, maybe we should check in with Scribe Valdez. She had mentioned wanting to bring something important to our attention.
That's right. Initiate, please let the Scribe know we're ready for her. Knight Shin and I have a few things to discuss in the meantime.
Ну, косарик мне не дали, за 300 дали. Сейчас еще тут что-то поговорю еще с этой.
I'm not sure I don't suppose you know how to spot weld. Have you talked to the others recently? I've been trying to get a moment with them, but things are still so busy. Seems our time slots never align. And it's my lucky day. Come with me.
Короче, на этом закончим стрим. Не знаю, завтра как получится, не получится у меня постримить. Или вообще какие-то видосики сделать. Но на этом я закончу. Так что все. Всем пока-пока. Увидимся в следующих видео.